we come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the former Duke national champion. Hasn't paid for a meal in Durham, North Carolina since 2002. It's Jay Williams.
Nor do I plan on paying for a meal anytime soon, my man. But you know what? Free food out here for these guys on the court tonight. They're ready to eat. Let's check out the action.
Jay, I have the tab the next time. Let's do this. The opening tip-off is won by the Houston Rockets. To Bamutek. Throws it up. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play.
The 2023 NBA in-season tournament Game 1-1 games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023.
Wall against the former MVP. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect. Harden with the basketball. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Nice finish at the rim. The challenge
The
defending
2023 NBA in-season tournament Game 1-1 matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023.
No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Bamutek to Wall. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Harden. A pass taken away by the Rockets. James Harden able to recover with the block.
Game 1-1 Houston Rockets 6-4 Los Angeles Clippers 4-6.
To Wall. Bamutek. Over to the right side. And 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill.
The 2023 NBA in-season tournament Game 1-1 matchups will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown
The most
2023.
important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
To Bamutek. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. For 3. His first effort off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Westbrook. From long range. Drains it.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To Wall. For 3. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
James Harden. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Boban can't hit it. count the basket at the rim.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
To Wall. Here comes the screen. Wall, defended by Tucker. There it is, John Wall. First couple didn't go. That one is true. What do you see in John Wall's game, Jay, that sets him apart?
That he could probably finish with his left hand better than he could finish with his right. I remember watching him in high school. He was jumping off his right foot and dunking the ball lefty as if it was that easy. He can do it with both hands, which makes him way more efficient around the rim.
And the rebound grabbed by the Clippers. Time for some new personnel into the game. Wall with it up top. Down 8. Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down. Tucker up against John Wall. To Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. Westbrook, now a steal as the Rockets have it. To Bamutek. Had a chance, but it's no good. Westbrook with the basketball. It's an
Game 1-1
8-point lead.
Los Angeles Lakers 6-4 Portland Trail Blazers 3-7.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Wall against Westbrook. Here comes the screen. To Wall. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Here's a chance from long range. Jay, they've been waiting for that to go down, but here they are trying to chip away and cut into this margin.
And there's nothing more frustrating as a shooter to get open looks and not see the ball go in. But if they do, that could be the start of a problem.
Oh, Russell Westbrook. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Dylan Brooks to Bamutek. Dylan Brooks. Nothing going here on that drive. To Wall. Here comes the screen. Wall. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. John Wall with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
James Harden sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
The jumper's off the mark.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Russell Westbrook against the 5-time All-Star. To Harden. Lets it fly from long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Dylan Brooks matched up with Paul George. To Wall. Trying to cash in. Not today. Tucker to Westbrook. To George. Shot clock winding down. Russell Westbrook steps into it. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Dylan Brooks. The pass taken away by the Clippers. A Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Gets it in the right corner. Harden up against John Wall. And counted at the rim.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Almost. And he's not getting the call. Another follow. No good.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Westbrook to P.J. Tucker. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
From the painted area, won't go down. Another follow, still no good. Russ at the controls. To Leonard. And look out. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Nothing going here on that drive. And the rebound taken by the Clippers. George to Westbrook. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Joakim Noah at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 69% at the line. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Fred VanVleet. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Paul George. No good. To Dillon Brooks. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
To George. Strong finish for Paul George.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Fred VanVleet to Dillon Brooks. Fred VanVleet to Dillon Brooks. Has a chance. Can't connect. Leonard. He engulfed him that time. They'll let one fly from half court. The first quarter's complete, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Clippers have the basketball. They'll get it down to Leonard. Shot from in close, no good. Burke with it. His guys currently down by 13. Fires the three. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Tucker to Paul George. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Lamoutet to Van Vliet. Screen coming. Fred Van Vliet to Lamoutet. Shot clock winding down. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
To George. Paul George. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
To Lamoutet. Here comes the screen. Lamoutet with a shot. No good. To Leonard. And the finish. Slam dunk.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Reset here. Let's see what they do. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Deep left corner. Fred Van Vliet fires the three. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Stuffs it down with authority.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
James Harden entering the game for the Houston Rockets.
P.J. Tucker tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Harden to Paul George. Down low for Tucker. Not that time. Knocked loose. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Harden to George. Here comes the screen. Going to launch beyond the arc. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Burke with it. His guys trail by 13. Gets it in the left corner. Nothing going here on that drive. And it's Zubac with the rebound. Harden in possession. His team on top by 13. Leonard. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Got a piece of it.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. The Clippers with 4 to shoot to Paul George. For 3, that's how you defend. Wall into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Round shot off iron, no good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Harden. James Harden. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To Wall. Driving right to the basket. Knocked it away.
Oh! Some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. New blood coming in for both sides.
For Houston, number 15, Luke Mahute. Subbing in for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 3.
Wall. Rockets with 4 to shoot. In scores.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Trey.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Trey Burke matched up with Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. To Wall. There it is, John Wall. 2 of 4 now.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Harden. Down low, Plumlee. Won't go down. Burke with it. 14-point deficit. To Wall. Deep right corner. Wall. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
In the basket, good at the rim.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You're always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Harden. James Harden, 4 out of 7.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Wall. Kawhi Leonard pins it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Ah, the monster stuff. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Mbah a Moute to Wall. Five on the shot clock. To Wall. From long range. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Los Angeles Clippers, number 13, Paul George. Stepping in for the Houston
To Mbah a Moute.
number 45, DJ Augustine.
Wall here against Harden.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Drive here, but the shot stays out. Harden with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. Short jumper won't fall. Goes to the left side. To Wall. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. To Harden.
Big pick right there.
To Leonard. Yes, and a foul. They'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
James Harden trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. Houston with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Wall against Harden. Oh, big finish at the rim. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Paul George. To P.J. Tucker. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Tucker with a shot that won't go.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological. Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Joakim Noah swats it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
With James Harden, muscle memory gets it to go.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Deep three at the buzzer. It's good. And it gets them closer as we reach the end of the first half. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Clippers certainly didn't have a problem putting up points in the opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Rockets have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Bench points.
The Houston Rockets are getting enough bench production in this contest. The reserves need to step up and start making an impact in this game.
Player of the half.
James Harden did a remarkable job of swatting shot after shot. Scorers have got to be thinking twice when he's within range. Furthermore, this kind of production is coming from a guard, and that just makes it all the more impressive.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Tucker to George. Probing the defense. Curling inside. From the outside, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Westbrook with it. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Here comes the screen. Tucker to Paul George. Tucker. LA with 4 to shoot. 4-3. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Wall guarded by Russell Westbrook. Not that time.
I got ball.
Has a chance. Here's the step back.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
They get it down to Bamute off the assist.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
It's LA Clippers ball. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
To Bamute. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
George. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Paul George. To Wall. To Bamute. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Textbook defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there. Utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
Tucker. Harden. Down to 5 on the 24. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Westbrook. Harden. Now that's a contest.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
To Bamute. Here comes the screen. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Oh, bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Harden into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Westbrook. Well defended.
When cold shooting like this starts in the second half, maybe utilize a head fake. Get that defender in the air, jump into him, create some contact, get to the free throw line.
Wall. Here's a chance from long range. He was all over him. Harden in possession. Looking to make something happen. Westbrook to Harden. nothing going here on that drive. Harden shoots. And Boban there to take in the rebound. Houston takes over. To Wall. Beyond the arc for three. And the rebound's taken by Plumlee. Tucker. To George. Westbrook. Shot for James Harden. And the Rockets have the rebound. Wall across the timeline. Down a bundle. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. It's good.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. To Westbrook. Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot there for Westbrook. He always thinks it has a chance.
They had so much success in the first half knocking down the three-point shot. That's not the case so far in the second. Try to play inside out. Maybe attack the rim. See the ball go in first.
Fires the 3. Locked in. Luc Mbah. Tough shot for 3.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Oh, good work to step in front. The pass taken away. There it is, John Wall. Not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Westbrook. Deep left corner. Wall guarded by Russell Westbrook. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Harden to P.J. Tucker. To Westbrook. Great dish to set it up. Luc Mbah with a piece. Into the front court. It's Wall. His guys down by 9. P.J. Tucker rejects it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball. Especially
the crossover, gets inside, and the slam dunk.
Okay, you don't get a 10 for style points, but it worked.
Rockets have the ball. Screen coming. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter, and there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Tucker to Westbrook. Tucker to Westbrook. Defense making the ball handler work. It's Westbrook. Not that time.
Remember that old saying? let sleeping dogs lie. I wouldn't trash talk to this guy right now. I wouldn't want to do anything to ignite him or really instigate him to start attacking more.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
Have a look for yourself at the display behind section 121 and place your bet. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Paul George. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. He's looking for that touch.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not easy.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
Nothing going here on that drive. Cashes in for 2.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
And now Houston has the basketball to Wall. Here comes the screen. Bamute. Farrell can't connect. Bamute. To Wall. With the step back.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in three-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a two-point shot relevant these days.
To P.J. Tucker. Down to 5 on the 24. Paul George. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. To P.J. Tucker. Here comes the screen. Tucker to George. And he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is the new age triple threat. It does two things. Number one, it creates distance in a hurry. Number two, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is a difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move, or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of his shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Paul George at the line for a chance at a three-point play, a career 84% free throw shooter. The free throw good as he completes the three-point play, and the lead is up to 9. The pass taken away by the Clippers. That ends the third quarter. The Clippers are out in front. It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard. To Van Vliet. He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
Leonard. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. And a chance coming up at the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Westbrook into the front court. Leads 3.
Hey, double screen.
Tucker. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Into the front court comes Wall. He'll run the offense. Short jumper misses. Tucker up against John Wall. To Leonard. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Knocks down the first. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Fred Van Vliet. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
Ed, I'm telling you right now, that is the move of an assassin.
Leonard to Paul George. Here comes the screen. It's PG for 2. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Fred Van Vliet. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Burke shot off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Terrific vision. Goes reverse to lay it in.
It's a really adult thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Tucker to Leonard. Oh, emphatic slam.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Van Vliet. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there, won't go. To Westbrook. Rockets in control of the basketball. Mason Plumlee sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
A pass taken away by the Rockets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Van Vliet.
Oh, you guarding me? Please give me the ball. Please give me the ball.
Off the assist.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Tucker to George. Westbrook to Paul George. Goes to the left side. 5 seconds to shoot. Fires the 3. The rebound belongs to Houston. Fred Van Vliet. To Wall. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Going to launch beyond the arc. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
George buries it on the catch and shoot. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively, he makes those clutch shots. It re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Nothing going here on that drive. Has a look. Round shot, no good. Leonard to George. Nothing going here on that drive. George, defended by Wall. And he hits.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's Rockets ball to Wall. Fred Van Vliet to Wall. For 3, it's no good. Shots not going down. Westbrook into the front court. His team up by 7. Oh, Russell Westbrook. Now 3 for 9.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
From long range, Van Vliet denied. Have to like the defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Paul George to Westbrook. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. It's Westbrook. That's no good. Wall with it up top. His guys down by 9. To Van Vliet. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Wall. 4-3. Shakes free and hits.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Harden up against John Wall. To P.J. Tucker. Fine to shoot. Tucker. Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot. He hits.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Harden to Paul George. Able to convert inside.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Dillon Brooks. Rockets with 4 to shoot. To Dillon Brooks. Beyond the arc for 3. That's a tough shot for Dillon Brooks. No good. Now it's Harden at the controls. To George. Leonard to Paul George. Off the mark. Wall into the front court. His guys down 11. Screen coming. Wall against Harden. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. It's George for 2. The shot almost.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Harden with the basketball. It's an 11-point game. Dillon Brooks. To Wall. To Dillon Brooks. Dillon Brooks slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Harden in possession. The lead stands at 9. To P.J. Tucker. George. Here's Harden. Down low. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
James Harden. A couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Houston with the basketball. Wall. Here comes the screen. To Wall. Off the mark. Well contested.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Leonard to George. LA with 4 to shoot. Tucker to Paul George. Lets it fly from long range. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Screen coming. Has a chance. Just off the mark. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers did what great teams do best. Finish. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group. And that's what happened here today. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Rockets must be devastated after such a close loss. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. Check out the leading scores for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Paul George could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.